Oh, hello, Jimmy J, Cryptographic, back with another update for all you YouTube people out there. Yes, it is 1:40. Yes, I did just get out of bed, but that's the beauty of working for yourself when you trade and make money trading and make money with your own businesses from home. This is the future for our generation, I believe. More people need to be working from home and choosing their own hours and stuff like that. And I am not ashamed to say that I sleep in until whenever the fuck I want. So, had a little update for you people. I've been chatting a little bit more with some people from the Chaincoin community. And I know I said I wouldn't make another video about them until I heard some news that was different to all the stuff I'd seen already. So, little update about them, a little trading tip for people, something which I'm seeing a lot in the crypto verse right now. I mean, I saw a lot. I had some close friends that I was talking to about the last coin that I recommended, BTS, BitShares, and then all of a sudden, you know, I recommended to buy it, and then within the next hour it dropped a little bit, and people were telling me, hey man, it dropped, BTS dropped. And that leads me on to this point that I wanted to make about trading, which was really that all of the top guys, all of the top traders, the top stock traders, and I'm sure you'll find the top crypto traders as well, are never going to be people who made all of their money with flash trades. What I mean by a flash trade is something where you all of a sudden find out something about a coin, and you have reason to believe it's going to go up quickly, so you buy some, and then quickly, within a couple of hours, or within a day, you make massive profits and sell that coin. That's just not how it works. Yeah, you might get lucky. A lot of people get lucky. I mean, we've even seen a lot of people with Chaincoin get lucky who got on at the start of that and managed to stay on board for that huge, wild ride up to $6 and then sold at $6. So it does happen. It does happen to people, definitely. And I've even been on some trades where I made a lot of money in shorter time. You know, I'm probably ashamed to admit I've done the same thing as everybody else at the start of my crypto career, where I went in and tried to join those Telegram groups and got involved with some of the pump and dumps and some of that shitty action going on. But the main thing, the main way that you're going to make your money in crypto, if you have stickability, and if you end up sticking to this game, and if you end up doing well over time, the main way you're going to make money is by choosing a project, as I've said before, that has value. We know that I'm a huge proponent for the buy value, not hype slogan, which I'm officially coining as my official slogan. So, yeah, the main money that you're going to make is by choosing your projects, choosing ones that have value, choosing ones that you believe have a proper use case in the world and have a capacity to go a lot further, and a capacity to grow, and a capacity to scale up and draw people to them and grow their user base over time, and choosing those projects, buying them, putting them away, and then holding them and forgetting about them. That's definitely a common theme that you're going to find throughout all the successful traders in the stock market, successful traders in the crypto market and everything like that. Peter Lynch was one who, he wrote a book about finding what they call multi-bagger stocks. I don't know if any of you have heard of them, but a multi-bagger stock is basically something that will, double its value exponentially, many times. You know, there are people sometimes say 10-bagger stocks are a stock that's going to, gain at 100% of its value 10 times, 20-bagger 20 times, etc., etc. But he was a huge proponent for grabbing the stock that you wanted and then basically strapping yourself in and having balls of steel and sitting there and just not letting the market affect you, not letting all of these dips and daily fluctuations that happen affect you. And of course, we know that this can be exponentially harder in the crypto world, because the crypto, the shares that we buy, the tokens, the currencies that we buy in the crypto world are so much more volatile than just your average stocks. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can still see a lot of volatility in the stock market, but crypto is so much more volatile than that. So it can be a lot harder to really sit there and just, choose your guns and stick to them. when you're seeing all these crazy dips and bear markets and whatnot. Anyhow, I recommended BitShares the other day. It was looking at the time with the sell wall, the buy walls, that had accumulated. It was looking like there was going to be some fast growth in BitShares, but I would not have invested, and I would not have brought that out to people on my channel here with my face attached to it for my credibility. I would not have recommended BitShares if I didn't think it was a quality project that was going to accumulate over time. Yeah? And to be honest, I think I made this mistake too when I started trading. One thing I did was I would just inject money periodically into my trading account, and then I would have this lump of money that, that was my whole portfolio, and I would be, over time, buying and selling and transferring that money to different cryptos all the time, and I would miss out on jumps, and I would, sell on dips, and I would, all this horrible stuff, and my account was just gradually shrinking over time. Now, what I do is I have, a clear percentage of my account that will be in blue chip stuff, like Bitcoin, Ethereum. I even believe Stratus is blue chip, Steam. And then I have another percentage of my account that I put into smaller, what I believe are real big multi-bagger shares like GNT, Golem, XRP. I must say I don't agree wholly with the way that XRP is run, but I think I kind of can't help but feeling if the major banks are behind it, then it's probably going to, do all right. They've got a lot of college-educated sort of financial minds working on that shit, trying to work out how to push it to the next level. So I believe XRP could grow, but I'm kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out with that currency. But anyway, all these kind of currencies that I believe will grow a lot, and then I have another percentage, which is a small percentage of my portfolio, that I use for day trading to keep myself excited, that I use for these more short-term trades, where I kind of try to analyze buy walls and try to analyze resistance levels for certain currencies and try and pick when I think something's going to grow in the next few days or a week. Maybe I've got some news about that currency that I know some news is going to be dropping next week, so I'll grab some of that and hope that when the news drops it makes a little jump, and then I'll sell it straight away, that kind of thing. But with this strategy over time, you will see that your account will grow. And some months it's going to grow less, some months it's going to be down, but over time it will grow, it will go up, and that's what we want to see. So I'm going to be dropping another video as well on those day tradings and on some of the techniques I use to make money on the quicker trades, on the flash trades, even how to make money in a moral way, sort of a morally grounded way that doesn't screw up your moral compass off those dodgy pump and dumps. There is a way that you can make money off them without being one of the dodgy pump and dumpers that everybody hates these days so much. There's a way you can piggyback off what those people are doing. But anyway, about Chaincoin, I mentioned at the start of the video there was going to be an update on Chaincoin. Sorry, I've rambled on for all of you people that logged on here just to look about Chaincoin. But I did say that I would be changing my tune on Chaincoin when I saw something from the developers that was a bit different to the kind of superficial stuff that we had seen at the time of filming my last video. So let's have a look. I've had a lot of communication with a guy called Rand Tillman, who says he's a developer, he's a programmer. He says here, I have faith as a programmer myself. I think that means a lot. I've been very grateful for my conversations with him. I think he's a good mind. He's got the right attitude. You need to be able to take criticism on the chin for your chosen investments and be prepared to debate that in a mature and constructive way. Yeah. This is one of the problems I had with random tandems. I believed I'm not just speaking on rumors here, but I had seen random tandems going around on other people's videos saying, hey man, listen, watch your mouth talking about Chaincoin, man. You saw what happened to, what's that guy? Trevon James, you saw what happened to him, yeah? Basically meaning, we'll get you, man. We'll slag off you YouTube. We'll screw up your subscriptions. Anybody who speaks against Chaincoin is going to get bashed and all this kind of stuff. And credit to him, credit to Random Tandems. I dropped a couple of comments on this other guy's video. This guy Thomas Archibald. Go and check out his channel. He's a good guy to go and look at for a viewpoint on the Chaincoin thing from the eyes of someone who was an investor, got caught up in all that hype, believed in the movement, and then now is feeling a bit disappointed about the movement. Is worrying about, is Max Lee selling? Is Max Lee dumping? I don't know. I'm not saying he is or isn't. I've said before, I actually think Max Lee is a good guy. I actually think Max Lee has a good heart. I think he's been a bit misguided with his coin choice, but I think he's got a good heart. Anyway, so Renz has informed me the other day, I was talking about something else on another one of my videos, and Renz told me, why don't you go and have another look at the Chaincoin GitHub. Where are we? It might have been on this BitShares one. Have a look in my notifications. I'm sorry guys, I should have got this set up before I started the video. Well, look for that. Anyway, just chat amongst yourselves. Oh shit, got burnt. Anyone else use one of these vapes to quit smoking? I have been using this now for a few weeks, successfully off the cigarettes. I'm loving it. But sometimes the filters on these things, the coils that actually, they have cotton in them that sucks in the fluid and then burns the fluid into the steam. They get burnt if it hasn't soaked up enough of the fluid. And it tastes like shite. Man, it tastes horrible. Looks like I passed it again. Sorry guys, sorry about this. This is sloppy YouTube making here. Where are you, Renz? Where are you, buddy? Look, I don't know where it is. Anyhow, let's just go over to the Chaincoin GitHub. I don't know if I even finished that main point I was trying to make before. I just woke up and my brain's a bit fried, but while this loads up, the main point I wanted to make before, and I'll close with a nice little meme that I saw from some nice girl on Twitter that followed me, is that you pick those currencies which you believe are going to have value, and you hold onto them by hook or by crook, no matter what happens, no matter with the dips of the market each day, and you believe and you know that over time they're going to grow, and so you hold on to them and they grow. And I have said from the start that I respect Max Lee, I respect the Chaincoin movement, I respect what they're trying to do, in that they're trying to teach people that it's not about buying and hoping to make a quick profit off your stock. The reason we invest is to support the projects that we respect, to support the projects that we believe in, to show our support for them, and to hopefully over time join in with the good profits and the good progress that these projects make. So we need to have faith in our investments. We need to ignore the daily ups and downs of this incredibly volatile market, and we need to just hold on to these currencies that we buy, and have faith in them. So I do have massive respect for what they're doing in the Chaincoin community, and I do think the community would have been better served to put all that focus and put all that energy into a coin that maybe was already active on the development side, already showed promise, not something that was dead. I think they're sort of fighting a bit of an uphill battle, and kind of swimming upstream a little bit with this thing, to try and bring back this coin to life that was pretty much dead. But as I'm about to show you, they may have done that. They might be on the way to doing that. So he told me to come over again and have another fresh look at the Chaincoin GitHub. And this was yesterday, so today's the 25th, July 25th. So, yep, yesterday there's still all the stuff from yesterday. We've got some stuff on the 24th, stuff on the 23rd, stuff on the 22nd, yeah. So we've got a good number of commits here, and if we actually go into some of the commits here, just open a bunch of them at the same time. Yeah, this one's, there's a bit of meat in there. What you want to see with these things, yeah, and specifically if you're someone like me who is not a coder, I speak some Bash. I work in Hackintosh. I do a lot of work from the terminal window in Mac and in that kind of thing. So I speak a bit of that language, but in terms of like C++, JavaScript, all these other coding languages, I do not speak them, yeah? So if you're someone like me who doesn't speak these coding languages, but you want to know how to go onto the GitHub and have a look and check out what these people, you know, what the commits actually mean, then one good thing and one thing I like to do is actually look up the top here. It will say 7 changed files. So he's changed 7 files with 7 additions and 44 deletions, right? So we want to try and look at additions, and let's have a look at what they're adding in there, and is that substantial? Is that just like we saw on some of the older Chaincoin commits? Is that just renaming something from dash to CHC? Is that just a typo in a note? If there's any text in these things that has a star before it, a couple of stars, that means that the text is not read by the code. That means it's a note for any programmers who are working on that text to read that note. So it's not actually part of the code. It's a note to other programmers. So if you go in there and you see that there's star, star, and then a big note, and they've changed a typo in that note, that doesn't affect the code at all, right? But if you go in there and you see like this, they've got 16 additions. Here we go, we've got some additions here. Look at that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 lines of freshly typed up, freshly added code that they have added to the Chaincoin code here, yeah? So we're seeing some meaty additions now. This is a good way to get a general idea of what's going on with the commits as someone like me who doesn't necessarily speak that programming language 100%, yeah? So I will say, friends, good on you for bringing this to my attention. Here's another one. Look at all these lines, man. All this in green. That's all an addition. This is some meaty stuff that's getting thrown into Chaincoin now. Do we see them waking up? Are they waking up, guys? Random tandems. All you guys, you've got to be very relieved to see me doing this video. But, you know, I did say if I saw any change, if I saw the development change, I would change my tune. Now, I am officially changing my tune on Chaincoin. But don't get ahead of yourselves here. Don't get ahead of yourselves. What this means for me is that Chaincoin has now entered into the list of viable investments, okay? This doesn't mean for me, fuck, the devs are doing something, it must be good, let's invest. I'm not going to invest in Chaincoin again yet, okay? Sorry to disappoint you. But Chaincoin has just moved up a significant notch in that question, in that of whether or not they are a viable investment, yeah? They've now, it appears, re-entered the crypto space. So this can only really mean good things for Chaincoin, and you guys should be pretty excited with this, I'm sure. So look, I respect what you're doing. I will say again, please don't have your entire life savings or your entire portfolio even in Chaincoin. Maybe put 10%, 20% in that shit. Keep some money left over for other trades and other more blue chip, more sure thing kind of trades. But Chaincoin, in my opinion, is starting to show some movement, and that's encouraging. So good on you guys. Keep working at what you're working at. Keep having faith in your investment. Don't listen to all the haters. As I'm sure you'll realize from my previous videos, I've never been a hater of Chaincoin. I'm not a hater of anything. I try to be an educator. I'm trying to educate the haters, yeah? Not trying to hate. But keep doing what you're doing. Have faith. And like I said before, you know, ignore the ups and downs and the crazy volatility of your investments when you're investing in blue chip, sure thing stocks. I'll leave you with a good little meme that I saw of that girl that I mentioned on Twitter who liked me. And she put up this little meme on trading in the stock market. Look at this little doggy here. Isn't he beautiful? This guy is who you want to be, right? Look at that. His world is literally on fire. But he's like, this is fine. This is fine, yeah? So this is who you want to be with your investments that you've chosen to put your faith in, that you have chosen to endorse, that you have chosen to support with your hard-earned money. that you've earned with your blood, sweat, and tears, you need to have faith like this guy. Now, there are some investments which are not deserving of our faith, are not deserving of our endorsement, are not deserving of our support. So, as I've said before, I will continue to say it until you get sick of hearing me and you say, Jimmy, shut the fuck up. But do your due diligence. Blah. That's a real tongue twister. Do your due diligence. Yeah? Do your research. Check the GitHub. Check the devs. Check the communities around that coin. Check the roadmap. All before you invest even a cent in any of these coins, okay? I don't want you saying that you like the logo of a coin and then investing in it and sitting there like this dog, because you will lose all of your shit. Yeah? I want you to do your proper due diligence, do your research, and once you've discovered that something is worthwhile, once you've discovered that something really shows promise, buy it and be the dog, yo. Jimmy J, Cryptographic. I'm going to see you soon.